What's going on, y'all? It's 2KJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. This video will not end until I win a championship, but at no point will I be able to make any trades. That's right, we're going to do a fantasy draft where I'm actually going to be able to make every single pick and build my team. And then after that, the only thing I'm in control of is future drafts and free agency. So I really got to get in my GMing bag. If not, this could be a very long video, but it should be a fun one, man. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. 81% of y'all who watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you do fall into that category and you enjoy the videos, man, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that button. I've been on my grind on this channel, posting every single weekday, so show you boys some love. But anyways, man, without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
All right, so like I said, we are going to do a fantasy draft, but this time I'm going to get to make every single pick. I'm super excited about this because I never get to do this. So let's go ahead and randomly select our team here. We're going to stop this thing in 3, in 2, and in 1, as we got the Dallas Mavericks. All right, now before we get started, let me just say, if I get a top pick, obviously I'm going to go for a superstar, but if I don't get a top pick, if I end up in like the late 20s, I'm totally fine with going young and just taking this thing slow, man. If it takes me like 4 or 5 years, then that's totally fine by me. We'll just see how this thing plays out. But anyways, it's time for the moment of truth. What kind of pick are we going to get here as we have the 3rd pick in the draft? Let's go. All right, man, already off to a very, very good start, and I kind of got my pick here. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to get a pick this good this fast. So we got some options here, and honestly, I think if I'm trying to win a championship, the best guy I can get is Nikola Jokic. He's the best player in the world right now, and he's still only 27 years old, so he won't be regressing for at least the next 3 years. That gives us a pretty good championship window. I think this is a no-brainer, man. Nikola Jokic, welcome to the team, and I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just skip past all these other picks here. It doesn't really matter to me what the other teams do. So let's go ahead and fast forward to my next pick, which unfortunately is going to be at the end of that 2nd round, because obviously it's a snake draft. So that was a good thing. We got our top pick, but now we got a little bit of a wait here, and it looks like the top options here are a bunch of centers, which obviously we don't need since we already have Nikola Jokic. I'm looking around at some other guys, some complimentary players. There's Tyler Hero. I could just get Jamal Murray, man. Am I just gonna build the Denver Nuggets? I mean, low-key, I'm trying to think of players who complement Jokic well, and Jamal Murray is up there, so that's definitely an option, I'm not gonna lie. And as I'm looking around here, I mean, there's not a whole lot of other guys who I'm feeling here. So you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go with Jamal Murray here. Can I go with some other players like Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole, guys who probably will progress better in 2K? Yeah, I definitely could, but I'm trying to build a real team here that makes sense. And as much as it is weird to put this duo together once again, I'm gonna do it. I'm going with Jamal Murray here. Let's go ahead and make that pick. And we actually should, yeah, get a pick that's really close to it. So we are already back on the board, and we got some options now. So now that we got Jamal Murray, he's going to be our main facilitator, but I really want to get a true scoring at the 2 spot, maybe the 3. So let me go ahead and look around here. Like CJ McCollum, I think would be solid, but at the 2 spot, he's a little bit undersized, 6'3". So we're going to look around some more. Jordan Poole, 6'4", is an option. I mean, that could be decent. There's Michael Porter Jr. Well, I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm not getting him or Aaron Gordon. I'm not building the full-on Denver Nuggets team. But honestly, like, I think a guy like Anthony Simons would be really nice here because he is a bucket, although he is 6'3", which is a little bit concerning. I'm gonna kind of look around a little bit more. I saw like Kyle Kuzma, but yeah, I think the guy who I want to go for, there's OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby would be filthy on this team. But is he too much of a reach to get here? I don't think he is. I think if I make him a small forward, he's going to go up to like an 83, 84 overall, and he can just be one of our defensive anchors, essentially our version of Aaron Gordon. Once again, are there better players available when it comes to 2K Sim? Yeah, but I'm going to try to do this realistically, man. So I think I'm going to go with OG Anunoby here, and I really think he's going to be a nice fit for us. So let's go ahead and skip past the rest of this, as we got a long wait once again. But now at this point, I definitely do want a shooting guard. Somebody can get some buckets for me, and I think that's going to be a lot easier to find than like a true defensive stopper. That's why I went with OG there. So we're back at it here with these picks. Let me go ahead and look around. I see like Derek White. He's not really that true scorer though. What else is out there? I see like Gary Trent Jr., 6'5". That's pretty decent size. We got Kelly Oubre Jr. as well, who looked pretty good last season. I think Gary Trent might be at the top of my list right now. Yeah, anything else I think would be too much of a reach here. There's I could go young with Tari Eason at the 4 spot, which actually is pretty tempting. I think he might be my pick in the next round, because we do have pretty close to back-to-back picks here. That would be really nice. I need to get some young players here, guys that can still progress, because obviously I don't think we're going to win a championship right away. I mean, maybe we will, but yeah, I think that's a good option for the next round. But for this round, I think I do want to go with Gary Trent Jr. If I'm just looking for scoring at the 2 spot, I think he can be our guy. I think this is a good pickup. Let's go ahead and make that happen. Gary Trent Jr., welcome to the team. And Tari Eason is still available? I believe so, right? Let's go ahead and find him here. This guy's like John Collins. Like, I could make a pick here for someone who can immediately help us. But I think I want to go a little bit younger here because we do need some youth on this team. And Tari fits that mold while also being someone who can help us out right now. He's a good defender and he's also a good 3-point shooter. I think he'd be a great fit at the 4 spot, so let's go to make that pick happen. And now we gotta wait once again. There was actually Jonathan Kuminga, but I don't like the 3-point shooting or lack thereof from him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tari Eason instead. He gives us a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, and is also 21 years old, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna progress really well. Now we are looking for somebody off the bench. I mean, Derek White would be really nice. Yeah, that might be a no-brainer here, folks. There are some other options, you know. I see guys like as you come back up to the top here, like Bogdan would be a nice spark plug off the bench. Also guys like Kelly Olynyk, Jay Crowder. I mean, every championship team would love to get guys like that. But I think Derek White is the no-brainer here. He's going to be a floor general off the bench. He's a good defender. He's also capable of scoring. I think this is a good pick. Let's go ahead and make that happen. And now we got one more pick here. Honestly, I'm pretty open to anything. I mean, I don't really need anything too much right now. So let me just look around. Maybe a young player, somebody else who can progress and give us some youth on this team. Like Ochai Agbaji, I think would be nice. You know, he can knock down threes. He's a good defender already. And he's also only 22 years old. That's definitely an option. What else is out there? There's Jaden Hardy, but we already have Derek White and Hardy 6'3". That would kind of be a little bit of an undersized backcourt duo. I mean, there's Bruce Brown. If I want to continue to build the Denver Nuggets, I think I am going to go with Ochai Agbaji after all. Once again, I definitely want to get some more youth on this team. And honestly, if I make him a small forward, he's probably going to go up to like a 78, 79, which would already make him one of the best players available. So we get some youth. We get somebody who can also help contribute right now. I think that's an easy pick. Let's make that happen. So now that we got that done, I feel really good about this team. We still need like some backup bigs for sure. Nothing too crazy because I mean we got Nikola Jokic, but like a decent backup center. That's probably gonna be the last thing I look for. Let's go ahead and try to find like a power forward, and Kelly Olynyk would be really nice. You know, we got a young guy in Tari Eason as our starting power forward, so I would like to get a veteran option off the bench, and I think Kelly Olynyk would be a really nice fit. There's also Danilo Gallinari. We got Javonte Green, Robert Covington. Let's look around some more. Dorian Finney-Smith, who is only 29 years old as opposed to Kelly Olynyk at 31. I think that's a difference maker because normally I would just say, hey, I can trade Kelly Olynyk after the first season, something like that. Well, again, I'm not allowed to make trades, so that makes the most sense to me. And also there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's going to be my pick in the next round. I'm pretty confident in that. But yeah, I think that looks good to me. Dorian Finney-Smith, let's go ahead and make that pickup. I think he's going to be really nice off the bench for us. Maybe he'll even start year one. I'm not too sure. But either way, I do feel really good about getting KCP here. Obviously, he looked good with the Nuggets in real life. He's just another veteran guy off the bench that I think will be really nice for us. I mean, there's also guys like Kenrich Williams, who I like a lot too. But let's go with KCP here. Let's make that pick. So just like that, we're already going to get into the 10th round. And I guess we need that backup center, which again, doesn't have to be anything too crazy because Nikola Jokic is going to play a lot of minutes here. But I think I'm just looking for like somebody with really good size, a true rim protector, because defensively, Nikola Jokic isn't the best. So that's probably what I'm looking for. And then after that, all the other rounds, man, I'm just looking for like younger guys, project players who might progress well. Not like there's going to be a whole lot of options this late in the draft. But all right, it's back to being our pick here. Let's look around. I see Dwight Powell, Larry Nance Jr. None of them are real like rim protectors. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of options. Like Willie Hernan-Gomez, B+ inside defense. There's Dario Saric, who I do like as a backup center, but not really for like the role I was talking about. I could bring Dwight Howard back to the States. That is an option. Yikes, there is not a whole lot out there. There's like Rashawn Holmes. I think what I'm going to do is just go with the best center available, and that is Dwight Powell. It's nothing too crazy once again, but he's a good enough defender down low, and he's also on an expiring contract. So if I don't like what I see this season, I can just choose not to re-sign him, and then I'll sign a center who I actually like a little bit better in free agency. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's go to make that pick here. And just like that, we got our 10-man rotation. So everybody else, I'm just looking for like project players, like I mentioned. All right, man, so Diamond in the Rough might be a little bit generous here, but I think Omar Yurtseven would be pretty solid. Like I said in the last pick, I'm not fully confident in Dwight Powell as my backup center in the future, but Yurtseven is 24 years old. He's shown some flashes when he does get PT with the Miami Heat in real life. He's obviously a big body down low, 6'11", good rebounder. His inside defense could use some work, but he might progress to like a 78, 79, and he also should be pretty cheap. So let's go to make that pick. I feel pretty decent about that. Again, I knew I wasn't going to get anything like too crazy because we're in round 11 at this point, but hey, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and move on to round 12 here. I mean, honestly, I'm just looking for anyone who's like 25 and under with a decent potential, but there's not a whole lot of that out here, man. Yeah, this is going to be a struggle. And at this point, I'm going way too far down. Okay, I don't think there's going to be much of a diamond on the rough anymore, but I did see somebody who I do like. Let me go ahead and find him here. Josh Richardson, you know. Right now we got Ochai Agbaji as our backup shooting guard, small forward, but if he doesn't look too good in 2K Sim for year one, maybe we just roll with Josh Richardson. I mean, he can definitely give us some minutes, especially when I make him a small forward. He should go up to like a 77. So I think that's a nice little backup option. Let's go to make that pick. And it doesn't hurt to have any more veteran guys outside the rotation, you know. So we're going to roll with that. And at this point, I've given up on the diamond in the rough thing. So I'm just looking for guys who maybe can give us some PT. If I don't like the production I'm getting from some of my rotational players, I think Dario Saric can be one of those guys. You know, I'm not fully confident in Dwight Powell as my backup center. So if he's not looking too good, I got Dario waiting there to get some PT. That sounds pretty good. Let's make that pick. And we got one more left. I kind of want to just go with a little bit of a meme pick here. Because at this point, round 14, like none of these guys are going to get PT most likely. So let's go ahead and come to our pick here. And just look for a meme pick, man. Let me look around a little bit. You guys already know what I had to go with. If you watch my rebranding series, then you know Thanasis Antetokounmpo is a legend on that thing. So let's go ahead and pick him up. Why not? Let's add him to the team. And just like that, we got our squad. What team are we again? I already forgot. We're the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and load up this upcoming draft class because all of these classes are going to be real moving forward. So that'll be fun as well. And taking a look at the rotation, I feel really good about this team. We got Jamal Murray, Gary Trent Jr., OG Anunoby, Tari Eason, and Nikola Jokic. Ultimates, we got Derek White, Ochai Agbaji, Dorian Finney-Smith, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Dwight Powell as a 10-man rotation. But we still got guys like Josh Richardson, Dario Saric, Omar Yurtseven, and Thanasis Antetokounmpo. I think we got star power, some shooting, some defense, some young players as well. Honestly, we might win a championship in year one. I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty funny. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to sim this regular season and see what it's looking like. All right, so we won 55 and 27. I'm not going to lie. I thought we'd be a little bit better, but that's totally fine. Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything for the Dallas Mavericks? I keep forgetting what team we are. Okay, there we go. We got Coach of the Year, Jason Kidd, which is a little bit surprising considering we only won 55 games. I don't think we have the best record in the league, but we honestly might because Executive Year, whatever team this is, only has 50 wins. So yeah, we might actually be the best team in the league. We'll find that out here in a second. But Nikola Jokic, All-NBA first team, that definitely makes sense. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything for the Dallas Mavericks? Tari Eason, all-rookie second team. We will take that as well. We'll take a better look at the stats here in a second, but let's go and keep it moving. And believe it or not, we actually were the best team in the league, 55 and 27. Second best, the Atlanta Hawks, bro. It doesn't matter if it's my realistic rebuilds, if it's a fantasy draft, the Atlanta Hawks are always going to be good in 2K Sim. It just is what it is. Philadelphia 76ers also up there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these teams here to see what that's looking like. It's Javon Carter at the 1. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That's disrespectful. But also Desmond Bain, Kawhi Leonard, Jeremy Grant, and Wendell Carter Jr. It's actually a pretty good team here, so that makes sense. CJ McCollum, Damian Lee, Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, and Steven Adams. That's a pretty good team for the Sixers as well. But I'm not going to lie, I feel like our team is better as we are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the stats now. Nikola Jokic led the way, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Yeah, man. We got so lucky getting him on this team and 43% shooting from deep. I mean, we got some shooters. We got a pretty good amount on this squad, so I'm pretty happy with that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of these stats. Jamal Murray, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. OG Anunoby, nice little 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Gary Trent Jr., I needed him to be my bucket getter, and he was pretty solid. I did mess around with the shot tendencies, so we do have some of the other guys like Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray getting more shots. But this is a little disappointing. Gary Trent Jr., 32% shooting from deep, man. Come on. That's got to go up for sure. Derek White looked pretty good. Honestly, he might even start at this point over Gary Trent Jr. because he looked more efficient. Yeah, he definitely did. So I think we might make that change. I might start Derek White. And Tari Eason, all-rookie second team. Let's take a look at his stats now. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block as well. Stuff the stat sheet, man. I'm pretty happy with that. The 3-point shooting, though. Yikes, that needs some work as well. But overall, I feel really good about this team. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the stats. But let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, let's take a look at this matchup. They got Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Maxey. A pair of Tyrese's in the backcourt, and that's a really nice duo. They also got Norman Powell, Keegan Murray, and Mason Plumlee. Hey, Jokic should dominate that matchup down low, that's for sure. So let's get into it. We are going to take this game by game as we win game 1. Okay, we're up 2-0 now. I am not showing the rotation just yet. And I was going to say, if we lost that game, I'd have to, but there we go. It is a gentleman's sweep, and we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Portland Trailblazers. They got James Harden, Mikal Bridges. That's a really nice backcourt duo. They also got Bojan Bogdanovic, Jared Vanderbilt, and Jakob Poeltl. That's a pretty nice team. I mean, they got a lot of defense there, but we got Nikola Jokic. I feel pretty confident in this. Let's well, we lost the first game. Okay, we bounced right back there. Yeah, I'm shortening the rotation. I'm gonna do it, man. We're down 2-1. That's tough. Okay, let's go to make this a 9-man rotation and just give a lot more minutes to the starters here. We are gonna shorten this for the bench, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. KCP, I like you, but you got to go down as well, my boy. Okay, I think that's enough of shortening the bench here. Let's give some more minutes to Nikola Jokic. Obviously, got to get him up to 40. Jamal Murray needs to get up to that ballpark as well. OG Anunoby is on fire. Let's give him some more PT. Tari Eason hasn't been going too crazy, so I guess we're going to give him like 31, 32. What's the per 36 looking like here, Tari, in the playoffs? 16 points, 9 rebounds, shooting 42%. Oh, yeah, he gets a little more PT. Yeah, we're going to do it like that here, and I think I'm pretty happy with that, man. Do I want to start Derek White right now? Gary Trent Jr., yeah, bro. Shooting 32% from D. Derek White, yeah, that's an easy decision. Let's make that change here and drop my boy Gary Trent Jr. down to 17. I apologize, but yeah, we're going to do it like that, and I feel a lot better now, okay? So I think we should be able to win this thing. Let's take this game by game as we win that one, okay? We're down 3-2. Come on, bro. Please force a game 7, and we cannot. That is tough, man. The Portland Trailblazers have beaten us in the second round. I was kind of holding out hope that we'd win in year 1. I'm not going to lie. But all right, it's the Hawks and the Lakers here. Who's going to win it all? It's going to be the Lakers. Okay, Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. So we didn't win in year 1, which is totally fine. I guess it's going to be a longer video. Because yeah, I actually did a video very similar to this. As you see, we got the 29th pick. Nice. But yeah, I did a video where I can only make 1 trade per season, and I won in the first season. So that was a really short video. This one is going to be a little bit longer, which I'm definitely not mad at. But anyways, let's go to draft night and see what it's looking like. And this is pretty crazy. Cam Whitmore is still available at pick number, what is it, 29? Bro, I would love to get him, but it was already crazy that he fell to 20 in real life. I'm not going to get him here at 29. It's just not realistic. Unfortunately, that means he's going to fall even more and be a steal for somebody, but it's not going to be for me, man. I'm just trying to make moves that make sense. So I think I'm going to go with Chris Murray. Now, he also is a pretty decent steal, but it's a way more realistic pick. He won 23 in real life. 29 isn't too far off. And I do like Tari Eason, but he wasn't shooting that 3-ball very well in the regular season. That's a little bit concerning. So if he ends up not progressing a whole lot, then Chris Murray is a pretty decent plan B. Let's go to make that pick. Welcome to the Mavericks. Taking a look at team/player options, Gary Trent Jr. has declined his. That is unfortunate. We're going to have to pay him. I'm also going to extend the qualifying offer to Omar at 7. That's a pretty easy decision. Let's do that. Luckily, Gary Trent Jr. isn't expecting a whole lot of money. 13.5, 3 years. I can definitely do that. And it looks like it's cool with him. Great. I'm also looking for a better backup center, although all I have is the mid-level exception. But I think Drew Eubanks would be an upgrade from Dwight Powell. No, he's not a better defender down low, but I still think overall he's a better player. And at the end of the day, again, it's Nikola Jokic's backup. It's really not that serious. Jokic is going to get most of the PT, especially in the postseason. So I think this would be a nice upgrade here. Can we afford him, though? That is the question. We are going to make this a 1-year deal, and it looks like we can afford this. Hopefully, will he say yes to this? It looks like he will. Drew Eubanks, welcome to the team. Taking a look at player progression now, Nikola Jokic, bro. Down 1 to a 96. That's actually pretty surprising. I think I said he wouldn't be regressing until like 3 years from now. Well, it's already starting, but I think that's a little bit of a fluke. I don't think he's going to be regressing every single season moving forward, and it still says he's a 97 in the top right corner, so I guess I can't be too mad at it. Anyways, Jamal Murray stays put. OG Anunoby up 2 to an 84. OJ Abaji, bro. Up 5 to an 82. We love to see that. He might actually start at the 2 for us at this point. I mean, he's the same overall as Gary Trent Jr., and that will let us keep Derek White off the bench because I do think we need that backup floor general. These are all things to consider, but I think we got some options, which is nice. Tari Eason also went up 2 to an 81. We like to see that. Drew Eubanks up 1 to a 78. And yeah, overall, this is a pretty good team. I think we can win a championship this year. So let's get into it. All right, man, let's take a look at the team. We got Jamal Murray. Ochai Agbaji is now starting. I think that's the right decision. I mean, taking a look at the per 36, it's better than Gary Trent Jr. He's scoring better. He's doing it more efficiently. And he's also the better defender. Same overall as well. I think it's time for him to get the start. Then we got OG Anunoby, Tari Eason, and Nikola Jokic. I feel really good about that starting 5. Off the bench, you got Derek White, Gary Trent Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Drew Eubanks. Honestly, I think that bench looks better than it did last season, so that's good to see as well. Overall, I feel like we got a championship team. Now, maybe not a championship one in 2K Sim, because we don't have a whole lot of like cheat code guys, but we still got Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a cheat code, so I am pretty confident here. Let's sim season 2 and see what it's looking like. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The boys were hooping this season, man. 64 and 18. You'll love to see it. And what you love to see even more, Nikola Jokic MVP, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, shot 46% from deep. Come on now. You'll love to see it. We have the best record in the league and the best player in the league. So that's super encouraging. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats here. See if we got anything else for the Dallas Mavericks. And it looks like we do. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. That definitely makes sense. And it looks like we also got Exec of the Year, which we'll definitely take. But anyways, let's check out these All-NBA teams. Nikola Jokic, All-NBA first team, of course. Do we have anything else here for the Mavericks? Let's go ahead and find out. And it does not look like we do, but that's totally fine. Let's keep it moving. So we're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, of course. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now. You guys already saw Nikola Jokic's stats. Let's take a look at the rest of the guys here. Jamal Murray, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. How did he shoot from deep? 43%. We will take that. Ochai Agbaji up to 45%. I mean, we got some shooters on this team. Pretty much everybody is knocking down shots, so that's really good to see. Ochai Agbaji, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal as a starter. We will definitely take that. Tari Eason, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Also a block as well. That's good to see. But what about that 3-point shooting, man? It was bad last season, and this year 38%. That is a really good sign. I was a little bit concerned about him. That's why we drafted Chris Murray as kind of like a plan B. But it looks like Tari was doing his thing. I'm pretty happy with that. Gary Trent Jr. off the bench now, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. I mean, he is our scoring punch on the second unit. I think that's a good role for him. Then we got Derek White, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, also 1 block, round up around here. And overall, I feel like this is a really good team, definitely a championship team. So positive you want, but let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the OKC Thunder. All right. Let's take a look at this matchup. They got Colin Sexton, Donovan Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Pascal Siakam, and Ben Simmons. It's a pretty good team, but we are definitely better. Let's get into this as we win game 1. Okay, we're at 2-0 now. Okay, it's 2-1. That's fine. There we go. 3-1. Little gentleman sweep. Gentleman sweep, man. There we go. So we're here in the second round. We're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it looks like they got Kevin Porter Jr., Tyler Hero, Keldon Johnson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is going to be tough. And then James Wiseman. Should I shorten the rotation right now? Maybe, but I think I'm just gonna hold out, man. If I can keep the guys a little bit more rested, then I will. It's 1-1 now. Okay, we're up 2-1. I was gonna say if they tied it up, then I would, and it's 3-2. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Let me go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit here, as we are gonna do yikes, what I want to do here. We're gonna shorten the minutes for or I guess just take them away for Drew Eubanks. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I think that looks pretty good for the bench. And now let's get some more PT for Nikola Jokic, obviously. What else I want to do here? Maybe like Jamal Murray, get him up to, I guess, 38. OG Anunoby, let's bump up that as well. I think this looks pretty solid right now. Just doing it like that probably. Yeah, that looks pretty decent to me. Is that enough to get out of this round? Let's go and find out. And it is. Okay, so we're here in the conference finals. We're going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, who did win last year's championship. Let's see who they got, man. They got Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Matisse Thybulle, Aaron Gordon, and Rudy Gobert. That's a pretty good team, but honestly, I think we're better than them. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. We're going to take this game by game as we win game 1. Okay, we're up 2-0 now. 3-0 us, and it is a clean sweep. Wow. All right, so here we are in the NBA Finals going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Jaden McDaniels, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Mitchell Robinson. Let's get into this thing and see if we can win a championship in year 2 as we win game 1. Okay, we're up 2-0 now. Okay, it's 2-1. That's fine. 3-1 us. Is this going to be the final game? Yes, it is. The Dallas Mavericks have won it all in year 2, and Nikola Jokic led the way. No surprise, Finals MVP. 30 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Shot 43% from deep. We round up around here. Come on, man. No trades necessary. We just drafted a really good team, got some young guys, and ended up winning a championship in year 2. I'm pretty happy with that, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Again, 81% of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed. So if you're one of those people and you enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that button. Show your boys some love. I've been posting every single weekday. But anyways, that's enough begging for me. I appreciate all y'all, man, whether you sub or not. This has been TKJ. Blessings.